Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge how challenging the last 2 years have been. I am truly grateful for all that our heroic first responders, medical professionals, and frontline workers continue to do for all of us. County Executive Blakeman is extremely fortunate. He inherited a county government in a strong financial condition with a restored sense of public integrity. It took many years of hard work and dedication to get here. It is now the county executive's responsibility to preserve and build upon this progress. Regrettably, instead of moving forward, there are troubling signs that this new administration is reverting to the questionable practices of the past, the kind of practices which sent top county officials to prison, caused the indictment of a former county executive while he was still in office, and generally betrayed the public trust. Based upon my experience during my decade as a legislator, I am especially concerned about the lack of transparency, accountability, and integrity shown by the Blakeman administration in its first 3 months in office. One example is the handling of the Nassau County's proposed settlement with LIPA, something that directly impacts the residents of my district. Right now, the Island Park and North Shore school districts face as much as a 20% increase in their school taxes. However, the administration has failed to provide school officials with even the most basic information or advocate for their interests like they did in Suffolk. We are especially concerned by how the Blakeman administration seems intent on undermining the reforms we worked so hard to implement after the widespread corruption of the Mangano years. During this year's first legislature meeting, the administration sought to push through a questionable tax break without review from the county's independent anti-corruption monitor. Staffing levels in our procurement office are inadequate for the task of overseeing billions of dollars in transactions. He is ignoring anti-corruption orders that block political party leaders from serving simultaneously in his administration. Appointments to top county positions have been approved without resumes being provided. Some of the people who have already been hired include a man whose involvement in the politically motivated arrest cost county taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars in settlement and legal fees, a man who was convicted of bribery scheme to sell patient data from Nassau University Medical Center to personal injury lawyers, and even a man who stated that there is such a thing as good racism to chair the Nassau Healthcare Corporation Board. If what he has done so far is worrisome, what he has failed to address in his first 3 months in office is even more concerning. We still await hearing about county executives' vision for protecting the environment, keeping toxic contaminants out of our drinking water, and guarding our communities from extreme weather caused by climate change. We have yet to hear about the administration's plans for reducing county fees, improving our assessment system, despite his promises for immediate action. Meanwhile, the Minority Caucus remains focused on building upon the progress we have made in the recent years. We invite County Executive Blakeman and our colleagues to calendar the legislation that we filed this morning to cut the county's gasoline tax, which will put money back into your pockets and back into our local downtowns. Form a committee to review county fees so that we can make sustainable long-term reductions that save you money without harming our strong fiscal outlook. And to protect the data you trust with us, pass our legislation that provides future victims of any county data breach with free identity theft prevention services. Despite his promises to the legislature and the people of Nassau County to work in a bipartisan and transparent manner, County Executive Blakeman has failed to do so. The Minority Caucus will always be ready to roll up our sleeves and work to make Nassau County an even better place to live, work, and raise your family. May God bless all of you, and may God bless and protect the men and women of our armed forces, and may we find a peaceful resolution to the conflicts in the world. Thank you, and good night.